Thank God it's Friday. Today is the 15th day in the month of November 2024. Look at how excited I am this Friday morning. Well, you all know that once it's Friday, I get to be excited because I would be having some rest over the weekend. Good morning to you, our wonderful esteemed viewers all over the world. We appreciate you for being our guest from Monday all the way to Friday. Today, we are not taking it for granted. And if this is the first time you're seeing this face, the show is Family and Values on Galaxy Television, where we are reaching out for the stars. And this beautiful face is Princess Joy Ayo Abu. You know, I appreciate the way I call the Abu. It gives me this family. Yeah. Family and Value is the show where we discuss everything that has to do with family, relationship, every individual around you. I saw a write-up somewhere, and it was said that a healthy family, a united family, gives birth to a united and healthy society. And that thing actually caught me because, yes, that's what we've been preaching, a healthy family. I used to say it. The mentally deranged person, the person you feel is useless, is no good, is laid back. You know, when we're in secondary school, we used to call some of our classmates FNL, no future ambition. But today, those are the ones making it. You know, they are making it big time, and no jokes. You know, so you don't give up on family. You don't give up on the people you love. You don't give up. You don't easily say, let's go. Make sure you're there for them so that when they bounce back, they will always remember that family stood by them. Welcome to the show this morning. It promises to be very, very relaxing and fun. We are trying to just calm it down. Of course, it's Friday and we give it out to our youths to come in and just discuss those controversial topics. You don't want to talk about it. On Family and Values, we discuss it, we break it down, we pieces it. Monday all the way to Thursday, we had very, very educative, informative conversations with our guests in the studio. And today is not going to be left out. You know, we are streaming on our YouTube page. Please download the Galaxy mobile app so that you can watch us on the go. And shout out to our Star Times family, because yesterday on my way back from work, somebody said, I watched you on Star Times. I said, okay, yeah, that was me, you know. That was indeed me, you know. Yes, welcome to the show. And you know, when I come looking this beautiful, radiating, smiling, it's because somebody is somewhere around me giving me that ginger, like, go girl, go girl, girl. But today she decided to come in a different style. Let me not reveal it. You know, when you see somebody, when I saw, I was like, what's this one? We too will go and buy this one now. Somebody has done this twice. We'll go and buy our own. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about Mama Gen Z. Let's give it up for Lori. Good morning. Good morning to you.
But I'm not different from you.
Leave it. We know what we are saying.
You know, I just discovered that I was telling them news department. I said, see your body, they hope. I was just coming in, and the next thing I said, you know what? So day, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday, I was standing in the sun.
You said.
And normally my lens is the type
that covers the
bounce back any light or any ray of sun. But you go to a school, don't know the sun will do come these days. You know, you were saying, this rain. I have to start. So, and I was told that today is Friday, thank God. And you know, the mood of Friday is always different. So I don't know what nature has in store, even though we have seen the forecast and everything. So I was like, okay, those old people, when they are going to the farm or going anywhere, they always say, use your cap to cover
to cover you.
So I just like, I think it's good for each and every one of us who are going out this day.
I even remember one of these days we are advising someone that please use a face cap.
You see how the celebrities sometimes they won't want you to see their face, but now I think that face cap will always work for you to protect you from the ray of the sun. To cover it. So that's why you see me like this day. So if you see me using any type of cap these days, it's part of the celebrate yourself. Yes. And some of us can withstand the sun like Joe. you know,
Mm.
she have a good eyesight. So
Okay.
she can always stay and look into
Okay.
something.
Okay.
It's a beautiful morning. Thank God it's Friday. Today, the 15th of November. Wow. It's a special day to some people. It's a special day for all of us because we're alive. So thank God for the gift of life. Thank God for the grace. Thank God for His favor, His mercy, His provision in our lives, in our homes, in our family, upon our children, upon our partners, irrespective, over everything has given to us. And I said He has given us dominion. So walk on it perfectly. And also, I want you to know that every day you wake up, you have one job to be better than yesterday. Okay? You just got that smile. You can be better than yesterday. Also, today is Friday. So, whatever it is that you have tried and did not work, today is another opportunity for you. So, make sure you work on the positive side. So, as you work on the positive side, you are definitely, by the grace of the Almighty God, He is going to give you a rewarding day to day, because from Monday to Friday, you have to get the reward. May you not walk and not lose your reward. My name is Olori Adejoke Adibidele, and my friends call me Olori AJ, and this week has been a splendid one. Okay, with my sister.
It's been a splendid one and a kind of relaxing one. I think throughout the week there was this ease that was just coming with, yeah, there are sometimes I had to, run and try to meet up. But at the same time, I think I didn't have a lot of anxiety this week. I was just a bit calmer this week, despite the traffic here and there. There was just the inner peace in me, just calming me down. So that's it. Do we have any birthday shout outs?
Wow, yeah. This is coming from Trisha. Okay, this is happy birthday to Trisha. Sorry, from eBay. Okay, Trisha, happy birthday to you. More longevity, sound health, abundance of God's wisdom and knowledge, because she's a student. I pray you will be the child or the daughter, the whole that you've come from. You will fulfill destiny and purpose. And God will continue to guide you because you're in the same school with my daughter. So happy birthday to you. This is coming from eBay. And Shemilore said I should say this for you. Happy birthday to you. And to everyone celebrating today, wish you the very best. And also to our landlord. Our landlord. We lost our landlord. I'm not saying the CEO of Galaxy. No, we are hosted by a local government. So we lost the chairman. Mr. Oladoto Olakole, Honorable Oladoto Olakole. We pray that even as his soul will be laying rest today, God will receive him and his soul will rest peacefully. And we pray that God will comfort the family and the rest of everyone, mourning this time with them. God will comfort each other.
Yes, God will comfort them. Yesterday I had the opportunity to attend a wake of an elderly woman of 70, and it's different when you hear beautiful things about somebody, but when you hear it genuinely, you know that this person was good, even within the community. And at the point I was moved to tears because I'm like 70, and the husband was just there, and everybody was just, oh, please,
there's this peace that you feel.
You get so
when it's not that you are happy,
but there's this peace. You just believe that it was of God.
Everything God understands, and it's good to actually. We'll be talking about that when you live and when you mourn. What are things we need to look at? And don't forget, this same chairman, late, actually 2 weeks before he passed on, actually gave out some things to the people.
So to the Olushola Oyibo family, as you lay your mom to rest today, I'm praying for comfort. I'm praying that the Lord will strengthen your family. The Lord will give you the grace to bear the grief, and it will just be an opportunity for open doors. That's how you lose somebody and it just open doors for you. So this is going to be your case. So that is it this morning. All right, it's Friday. Let's go on our minute feature. So we'll start the conversation for today because our guest will be joining us via Zoom this morning. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The topic is love blind or it's just a myth? Now this is it, every now and then you hear love is blind. Okay, well, love is blind. And so because of that, you're following love is blind and you're entering one relationship to another, you're coming out. But somebody one day, our counselor, a guest in the studio said, love is blind, but marriage will open your eyes. So before you enter where marriage will open your eyes, start asking the question, is love truly blind? And if love is blind, what are those things that make us say, love is blind though? For some reason you just say love is blind. Okay, I don't belong to that school that says love is blind. But well, is it just us messing, or we are just saying it just to justify all righteousness? And so you just marry anybody, fall in love with anybody, the name of love is blind. All right, our guest will help us do justice to this topic this morning. He'll be joining us all the way from Calabar. He's supposed to be live in the studio, but when business calls, and thank God for technology. Yeah, you just have to. So okay. We have Yemi Ajaz this morning. He's an entrepreneur, a businessman. Good morning to you. Good morning. Can we have Remy on the screen? Can we have Yemi on the screen? Or are we having issues having him this morning? Okay, while we are waiting for him to join us this morning, let me ask you, Lori, do you belong to the school of love is blind? Do you belong to that school of love is blind?
I believe to the school of love, there is love. And we can always identify love when we say it. So, it took a while. And I know because when we say love is blind to what? In what?
Okay.
How? Why did you say love is blind?
Okay.
What were you thinking? How far have you gone? What's your experience with love? For you to sum up to say love is blind.
Blind.
So to me, love is blind to us to malice, to certain stage of argument, to errors. I wronged you. I've done something to hurt you. And so you apologize. So, okay, thank you. I remember what's the name of our guest on Wednesday. Godwin Robinson. He said that when you're hurt, or when you go through certain stages, you apologize, and when you are apologizing to your friend, there's a difference between your friend and your partner, because it's taking its time, your time. The two of you decide to come together to meet, so it's still going to come up. So when I say love is blind, and you tell me I'm sorry, I'm not having a second thought to that apology or to that I'm sorry. I'm not looking at your face to look for the most remorseful. I just let it slide because we are still going to be together. As much as we beat ourselves when we're chewing a gum or we are eating a delicious meal, you still see yourself taking that pepper soup again, or still use that tongue and that mouth and that teeth still work together to give you a chewable, process for you to digest anything you take into it. So, love over every offenses.
Love over every offenses.
Someone was saying that you don't need to share your past. Someone I was listening and said, see, whatever happened in your past
remains in your past.
It is not everything. I'm talking about a woman many people respect. He said, because he also has his past.
And is he sharing that past
and by the time you now pour everything on the table, how many of you want to see how you have messed up, defecated, and you want to still sit down and eat around that mess? How many? So whatever it is you have done remains in your past. Your present is your present, your future is your future. So when we talk about love is blind, it's blind to certain things. When there is no money, you don't run away.
Okay, love becomes blind there.
You have to.
You have to put that highlight.
You have to. And the reason why is I have decided to be in this path. How can I help? In what way? Sit down to talk about it. That's why communication is the most
key. Communication is key.
Communication is like, it's the bedrock. It's the total foundation. Yes. We discussed several or many things like regarding relationship.
Why for me I feel like people just say love is blind and they go into wrong relationships is because they are looking at physical appearance of the person they want to start that relationship with. And then for some it is a clear indication of misplaced priorities. Now you're looking at, that you cannot withstand the physical appearance of this person. You know that you can't walk the streets and confidently say this is my partner. But because of what is coming inside,
Robinson did something. Yes. It was here on Wednesday.
It was on Tuesday. He was yes.
Okay, I'm counting so fast.
Yes.
The day actually was this week went so fast.
It went so fast.
November has been so fast.
It's running.
So I want to remember to add to this. He said it, he mentioned it. That beauty, that celebrity paparazzi packaging, even most of your celebrity use packaging to pack their tummies and everything. It's all looking good. But don't say that's the way you find it when you get to the Zaoza room. Get to the it's just an outward way of looking nice, looking beautiful, because that's what many will want at your age, your tummy all tucked in and everything. But he mentioned something. He said that man decided to sit with or pick or chose, go with a lady that is not so attractive. She's not looking all that beautiful, but he has his peace of mind. She is a career woman. She is intelligent. She is smart. She may not be using all the accessory when it comes to making your face look beautiful. Like me and Joy, we are not all, all that makeup. Because if we do our makeup, I dare you go.
Don't worry,
you see us one day. You will run.
All right, I think our guest is ready. I think our guest is ready.
He said it.
He said it, yes. He said it. He wants your peace of mind. Can we please have Mr. Yemi Ajang on the screen this morning?
Is Yemi here?
Yemi
Ajang, how you been? Where are you? Where are thou?
Family and value need you. Last week we could not get you. This week we will get you.
I think it's the network.
He actually, I think he's on standby. Okay, while we are waiting for him to join us, let's go now. What a Marble will be right back. I'm sure by the time we are back, he should be able to join us all the way from Calabar. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Marble for today's conversation, and our topic this morning is love blind or is just amazing? There's something about love that keeps us going. Sometimes we mistake infatuation for true love. That's just the truth. We mistake infatuation for true love. And if you cannot identify the thin line, we have had that conversation on this show where we had to talk about love, infatuation, and lust. And we had a clear definition of these three. So if you do not draw that thin line, you would definitely belong to that class of infatuation, thinking you're in love. And then when your eye now open, you now say, I was blinded. No, you were not blinded. You were just infatuated, but you did not identify that was infatuation. In your mind, in your thoughts, you actually thought you were in love, but no, you were infatuated. Or you were even lost after the physical appearance, And we were having that conversation. Hopefully that our guest will join us via Zoom, because it's important we have him on this seat this morning. Now, I was saying something before we went on that break. I said, if you cannot walk on the streets with your partner with full chest, you have no business getting married to that person. You have no business being in that person's space. If you're working and you feel like he doesn't know how to speak well, or I have an issue with the way he eats outside, if you can't build him up to shaping him properly the way you want, then you have no business. Because what we see now is people running after things simply because of what they will get. We've had people hide their partners because they're not proud of their partners, because they feel like, no, it's going to disgrace me. Every little thing. Okay, thank God. Have you heard me?
Finally.
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 Good morning to you.
Finally.
All the way from Calabar.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you. He's enjoying my state. Please don't say that. don't say that. We are very, very hospitable. Very, very, very. All right, Yemi, because our time is fast spent. Is love truly blind? From your own angle, from your own perspective, is love truly blind? And if yes, what's your answer? If no, what's your reason?
Is love truly blind? I'm actually rephrasing it. Is love truly blind? I'm actually sending the question back to you. Because you just asked me if love is truly blind.
Yeah, don't ask me that question, because it's what we hear every day. It's a ringtone. They say love is blind. It's a slogan. They said love is blind. That is why he went this way. How blind? So that's why I'm asking you, is love truly blind, or is just a message from your own angle, from what you observe from the streets? Is love truly blind?
I hope my ex is not watching this. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. We are hearing you. We are hearing you, yes.
We are taking so much time. So let's go.
Alright, so I hope my ex is not watching this. Because if she's watching this, she might actually go and make a video for me this morning. I can tell you concretely that in the past, I met this lady and I took caution to wins. I wasn't sure what I wanted. No, I was sure, but the fact that she was a Christian sister, I agreed that, okay, yeah, whatever she does, she's always right. And I wasn't using my head. So I can say that at a point, love is never blind. You need to see and you need to be definitive of what you want and how you want it. So that's my stance. Love is not blind. Love has more than an octopus eyes.
To ask very quickly, how can we identify true love? What are those things that we'll see? Of course, love talks about values, beliefs, and life goals. You know, these are some of the things that the two of you need to look at. That, okay, I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with you. You need to understand each other's core values, your life goals, your beliefs. So how do we now, how do I, understand or identify a true love? Okay, this love, because from our word of mouth, I didn't know whether you see that, it came up and it was talking about love is never stagnant. Love keeps moving. it keeps moving. So how do I identify true love or love that is very true and not blind?
Am I supposed to answer this? Is that question posed at me?
It's not posed at you, it's posed
Hello?
at every one of us. That's why I said, how do I identify true love? How?
Okay, let me give you a small narration. My parents. My father is 89. My mother is 80. She's 80 in 4 months. And I wonder how they have waxed this strong. My father can't do anything without my mother. My mother decides what happens and how it happens. Fortunately, they live with me. So this is the topic that I actually like. Am I with you?
Much here with us.
We can hear you very much, Yemi.
Okay. All right. So I look at it like these people have been together for about 60 years. And nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed. They are together, decisions are made by them mostly, and they've been able to garner efforts to ensure that we, the kids, can actually follow in line with how they have lived their life. Most times when I challenge them on things, my father will not come. He will not come at front. He will talk to his wife and say, "Tell your son, this is how I want this to be done." Then my mom will come in a very subtle tone and say, "Oh, Yemi, I and your dad have decided. We have actually spoken. This is how we expect things to be done." And it embodies, like, it's emboldening me to think that, okay, is love truly blind? Because this man is supposed to be the man that will come out and say, "No, no, no, yes, yes, yes." But he has actually kept a niche for themselves. And he puts the woman in the front most times. Even if he's the one that makes decision. But he puts the woman in the front. That, okay, go and talk to your children. So for me, it's love is not blind. It's how you identify it and what you make of it. So that's my submission.
I love the fact that you said how you identify it and what to make out of it, and you just gave a narration of your parents. And for me, 60 years is a long time to really know what true love is all about. But now, coming to this generation, what is your definition of love in this generation? What do you think this particular generation has defined love to be for them? Because I'm sure when your parents were younger, they decided to walk that road together. So no matter the challenges that came, they bonded in unity to come out of it. But we see a generation where they are loving you for a particular reason, and once that thing is off, they take off. They don't have that patience to even go through the next mile with you. And in the course of our conversation while waiting for you, Lori said something. She said that because love, you have to be blind to certain things in love. I feel that is where your parents, they decided to, okay, in this aspect, I'm not going to talk too much. You know, in the course of loving one another, you have to close an eye to certain things. You know, counselors will say love is blind, but marriage will open your eyes. So what's your take on this generation, this particular generation we are when it comes to love, and how do they view love, you know, generally?
I'm very afraid. I'm very afraid because this morning at about 7:30 to be precise, my mom called me and she was like, Yemi, sorry. And she was supposed to call me yesterday night. But okay, you're off in Calabar. I was supposed to call you and at least check up on you. I'm sorry. And you know, something resonated, you know, like this woman still keeps tab on her kids. My wife has not called me today. It's not backstabbing. I'm not saying it because I want or I'm trying to bury her. But there is this thing about this generation. They are particular about the order of the day. Not how should I put it? Not the bonding. Because the social media has made this generation almost useless. They feel that when they see your status, when they chat you up, they have actually shown support and love to you. But how we grew up is, okay, am I permitted to speak Yoruba?
Go ahead.
My parents will say, "Mo kàn fẹ́ gbọ́ ohùn ẹni." That's, I just want to hear your voice, regardless. That's the way I grew up. Even though they don't even have so much they want to talk to you about, they just want to hear your voice as a parent. Now, unfortunately, we are in that era where your child will tell you that.
Can we now say that the generation we have now will always tell you that I'm sorry I could not reach the phone, you know, this kind of recorded message. Please, if you cannot get me on the phone, you can please drop your message. I'm sorry, I've been so tired, so busy, I've been, you know, busy doing one thing or the other, and, you know, out of understanding, he's still trying to say love is right. Narim, I understand where you're coming from, that I just want to hear your voice. It goes a long way. Hearing voice, listening to your voice is something that goes through your spine and you feel it to your soul. You understand? I get you. But the generation we have now, can we say that we have done something bad by going into technology? Because technology has really damaged and repaired to some level. So what is your take on this? Because some of the children will tell you, Mommy, I'm sorry I've not called you, but please take this voice note. Okay, maybe voice note, and maybe you want to hear my voice. Let me use the voice note. Yeah, hello. We're in that generation. So how bad as this distance connecting technology coming in between to repair, to damage, and to remove. How bad is it with the generation we have now, with what you're saying? Let's be quick about that because of
Okay,
our time.
unfortunately, I am part of the people that have actually destroyed the world. Because I started my university as a computer science student. So, as a computer-based person, we have unfortunately created a zombie world.
We are hearing you. You can listen to. I think the connection is still.
Because they'll tell you connection, the technology has really helped. Sometimes I just get voice notes. I said, thank God I even got this voice note. My own is that send me a message.
The
and I will know if it is you.
The thing is
because there's a way your children
react like my dad will always send me a message and start with my beloved daughter Joy. So and he ends that message with from Abu Ayo. That's my dad's message, and to all his kids. Once I see his message, it starts with my beloved daughter Joy. So I know that this is daddy sending me. Okay, I think we have.
Welcome back. Let's quickly digest what you have for us before we round off.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry. So what I'm saying is that, okay, like I said, maybe you didn't hear me. I said we are in a zombie world. It's a zombie world we are living in. The world where your son, your daughter, you are pressing their gadgets. You do that. You are pressing your gadgets. You are either on Zoom or Telegram or something. You are doing meetings. Your wife is trying to do a business online as well. And four of you, like I narrated, are not talking to yourself. Everybody is doing their thing, but you are all together. So it's very unfortunate how we have found ourselves. You are a family, but you are discorded. There is no cord that is bonding you. The only thing that binds you together as a family, especially now, is maybe you want to pay school fees. There is no light. You want to pay for light, and your wife has to come and meet you and say, say that there is no light. Okay, I have to buy light. Gas has finished. There's no fuel in my car. But aside that, everybody is so caught up and engrossed on their phone. I want to reiterate it. I'm on TV right now, so whoever is seeing me should understand that as a family, there is a need for family bond. Too many people are caught up with like supposed happiness, but we are not happy. We don't even know ourselves anymore. All we do is we do makeshift. We're like, okay, yeah, babe, somebody's party is next tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow is Saturday, there's only one day. Then we go, we try hard, get gear, we wear our caps, and we go and we smile. We smile for the grams, like they call it. But there is nothing we discuss anymore. We hardly discuss anything. Even schools have actually shifted students' assignments to family and online. AI is not doing us a favor. AI is taking down families. I'm not campaigning in any way, but a Donald Trump presidency in the US is about the fairest thing that has happened to the world. It's very fair to the world because critically, what the Democratic or the Democratic Party has done is not fair.
Yemi, our time is really fast spent. I just wanted to quickly round up in a minute and in 60 seconds, and I'm hoping that when you return back to Lagos, you'll be in the studio with us, to have a robust conversation, please. Because of our time,
I'll be back very
just
soon.
quickly round up this conversation for us.
Okay, where should I start from?
60 seconds.
Just give us a 60 seconds overview of everything we have discussed about the topic. Love is blind, or it's just a myth?
Okay, love is definitely not blind. It's definitely not blind. Because as a man, you must know what you want. According to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you must look at the 5 steps. You must look at what works for you. Then the love language as well. You must look at what works for you and your partner. You will not just dabble into any relationship and say, oh, be sure.
Okay, I think we had his network freeze while he was trying to give us his
My
60
take
seconds
all the time is that love is never blind.
All right, I think we have him back.
It is never blind.
It's so good to have you, and wish you a safe journey back to Lagos, which is your base, and a successful business outing as you go about your business.
I'm just hoping that when you come back, you'll be in the studio
I'm in your town. I'm actually working in your
to have it
town.
live with Yemi. He brings the live into it, But thank you very much for being a part of today's conversation.
Yeah,
thank you.
We have to
Your
run,
busy schedule. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Successful weekend also. Okay, on that note, you heard it. Love is not blind. It's just a myth. So, in what way are you looking at love? How well do you see love? How well do you understand love? I think you need to sit down and sit with the elders who have been there. Take their view, take your age mate view and look at it and ponder it very well. And you have an answer for yourself. That's the way I say it. With the little experience of life. My name is Remember Rebecca, and I wish you the very best of this weekend. Hope to see you next week. Please stay safe, love your family, express so much love and share. Bye for now.
Okay, express so much love and share. I want to say a very big thank you to our guest who decided to join us even in his busy schedule, to everyone who has made this week's production a successful one, to the president, the station manager, assistant station manager, to the head of programs, to everyone, the control room, the cameraman, everyone, the Ed station, we appreciate you. To Magdalene for always making sure we have questions. Thank you very, very much. We are not taking it for granted. It was a wonderful week, and like the counselors will always say, if you say love is blind, marriage will open your eyes. So please be careful. Like our guest said, as a man, know what you want. That's just what I'm going to leave you with. It's going to be a splendid weekend for all of us. And we'll see you on Monday as Lori will be taking us through another beautiful, educative topics next week. Take care. The next program is up on Galaxy Television. Thank you. Have a great weekend.